everyone, and welcome back. I'm Bob Cooper, and this is the Hexpol Leadership Series. Today on the show, we have Robin's Managing Director, Terry Elgin. Terry, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thanks, Bob. Good to be here.
Terry's going to be talking to us today about the best practices of learning about relationships. Now, Terry, when it comes to relationships, why are they so important to success?
Well, I mean, when you look, Bob, no one has ever succeeded in life or in careers or in any other shape or form without the help of others. I mean, when you look at leadership, and this is Leadership Series, leadership is about influence. It's nothing more, nothing less. Within influence, you have to be able to relate to others to influence them.
Terry, when it comes to relationships, do you feel that all relationships are equal?
That's a great question. I think the easy answer to that is no. But for me, I can only answer it the way I feel and the way I believe. I believe it's levels of leadership, just like there's levels of relationships, just like there are levels of leadership.
Oh, very good. Now, you're talking about different levels of relationships. Would you care to elaborate on that for us?
Sure. I mean, I look at it in a collaboration of, all the leadership studies and life in general. I look at it in basic form of four different categories. You got your level one, that's your new one-time chance encounters. You meet them in Walmart, you meet them on the streets. Then you got level two, as you get into level two, this is what can you add to me, what can I add to you? Then you get to level three, that's where we start developing a relationship. We have mutual trust and mutual respect for each other. Then, I look at it as the pinnacle relationship, and that's that unconditional relationship. The unconditional relationship, that's your children, that's your closest, dearest family and friends. One thing to note about relationships and the levels, level one is where you have the greatest opportunity to meet more people. It doesn't take up a lot of your time, but you have more opportunities to meet people and build relationships at that level one. When you get into the level four, that's where you're investing a lot of time and energies. That's where, it takes time. And those are building blocks. I mean, I only know of one means and method that you can skip levels, and that's when you have children. Automatically, when you have children, they go straight to that level four. Everything else is a building block. First encounters, you build the relationships. We'll speak a little more specifically about level one. Level one relationship, like I say, that is, level one is your first encounter. You may never meet that person again. Even a smile, when you look at it, it's initial contact. You may never meet them again. I don't need you and you don't need me at that point. It's just a general meeting. Do we want or need to grow a relationship? At that point, then we go to level two. Business relationships, that's level two. That's your more common. That's friends of friends, limited frequent contact. I need you and you need me. I have a product to sell you, you have a product you need. We have a general relationship at that level. Do we have the chemistry or do we need to take our relationship to the next level? That would take us, if we do, that would take us to level three. That's generally your friends and your family members. More frequent contact, mutual trust and respect. I know you will help me, and I'll help you. I have your back, you have mine. Then you get to the pinnacle relationship, closest friends, closest family, level four. Frequent contact, ultimate trust and respect, and we have an unconditional relationship. If I was going to tell anybody real quick, 10 steps to building the pinnacle relationship, everyone from young people on, start small and be happy with small. A smile is universal, it's non-threatening. And leave a positive impact no matter the level. Do not miss an opportunity. If you're walking down the street, smile at somebody, it doesn't cost anything. Be authentic, be humble. No one likes fake. Identify shared values and interests, meaningful connections. We need to find something that we connect with. Develop mutual respect. This takes, take the undeserved hit. Share some vulnerability. Everyone's human. I'm not perfect. I know you're not perfect. Share some vulnerability. And then I have your back. Help without being asked. Then think of others. Praise unexpectedly. get more personal, and do some fun stuff together. Those would be the 10 things that I would say, you know, is building blocks to building the pinnacle relationship.
Oh, that's very good points and very good tips. Now, when it comes to leadership and success in terms of relationships, do you feel that it's easy to do all of these things all the time?
No, absolutely not. It's much like the 21 laws of leadership. You'll never do all these things perfect at all times. That's why it's very important once you build this relationship, I make an error with you. Our past relationship and the strength of the relationship will allow you to forgive something that when I do something wrong, which inherently I would.
Are there things about relationships that can go bad or go south?
Yeah, we'll close with this, not to be on a downer, but I mean, yeah, wrong chemistry, you know, attitudes, demeanor. If I'm positive, you're negative, chances are that relationship will never get to a level 3 or level 4. If you appear as combative or threatening, no one really likes that. If we're always combative or threatening, that relationship will never build past a 2. If you appear fake, that's a downer. That'll never work. One-sided, what's in it for me, and I don't care what's in it for you. That will never get to a level 2, 3, or 4. And then know when to dial it back. You know, don't be so pushy. Timing's important. And then you got to take the time to invest. I mean, you got to invest the time in a relationship. It's like cultivating and farming. You got to build a relationship and do it one block at a time.
Now, when it comes to business relationships, is there any way you can get a little bit more specific on relationships and business terms?
Sure. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, it's building relationships. I think it's very important you do it in a 360-degree manner. Top, go up, down, and across. I mean, do not forget, I mean, it's total team approach. So you have associates on the floor. You give them the same respect. You talk to them daily. You talk to them at every opportunity. Your peers working across and then up as well. You got to build relationship at all levels to be a successful leader. Utilize your networking. Friends upon friends. Utilize that networking. And then always be respectful of time and timing, and then cultivate that relationship.
Very good. Terry, thank you so much for being on the show today and talking to everyone about the value of relationships and how important they are when it comes to leadership and success. And just remember, as always, from Robbins LLC and Hexpol, you grow your business by growing your people. Have a great day.
Thank you, Bob.